Alrighty. We are live. We are live. How are you doing today? I'm really loving getting to know you guys over time, over the last couple of days, over the last couple of weeks. Say hello in the chat if you're here for the first time, if you've been here before. It is such a joy to take a moment to ground in our bodies when it comes to love. Oh, you can't hear me. All right. Yeah, you should be able to hear me now, Jen. Is that better? I do that intentionally just to know, just to get comments on the chat. Super. Thanks for the feedback. And this is meant to be an interactive session. So whatever you want to know about, dating anxiety, we're talking today about why one text that takes a little too long can feel like abandonment. Please type in the chat, right? And you're like, yes, that's me. I deal with that every single day. I deal with that in dating. I deal with that in other areas of life. And we only have 15 minutes together. So I really want us to dive right into the specific situations that you might be dealing with. And if you don't know me, my name is Eloa. We're doing Love Lab Live as these 15-minute calls almost every day, all the way until February 17th, with the intention to regulate our nervous system, to the intention to really come into our bodies, at least for a few minutes every day, to understand what's going on, because a lot of us do a couple of things that contribute to that anxiety and that contribute to holding on and waiting for a text. And the first one is getting into the dopamine cycle, right? So if I open my WhatsApp multiple times a day, if I go on dating apps regularly, if I'm opening Instagram, Facebook, whatever platform you're using to interact with people, you're training your body to get those hits, and you're going to need more and more of those hits. And when you don't get a message, when you don't get a like, when you don't get a comment, there is a massive drop. So who here just checks their social media once a day? I'd love to know, like, who are the people who are like, I never check WhatsApp, I never check dating apps, I never check any of these things. Hello, Elena, good to have you back. Like, I only check once. Like, how many times, if you had to assert how many times you open WhatsApp, Hinge, Bumble, Facebook, Instagram on any given day, what would your assumption be? Once, 5, 15, 25, 100. What is your number? I've been off social media for 4 months. Yeah, so do you not do WhatsApp? Do you not do anything, Jeremy? Yeah. You used to do them nonstop. Yes, of course. Who else, right? Like, hey, we pause the red lights, or if you have your, GPS, Waze, whatnot going on, and then a message pops and you check again. Hello, Christine. Yeah. So if you are on, like, it's not like we can get off everything, right? Like, you still want to talk to your kids, your parents, you want to talk to people that you engage with, your clients. So you are on WhatsApp, you are messaging. How often do you open it? Once, twice, 5 times, 15 times, at every red light, even if I'm driving, before I go to sleep, as soon as I wake up. You are conditioning your body to wait and to get those messages. So there's something radical that is, oh, I will open WhatsApp after lunch, I will open WhatsApp after dinner, right? Then now you are in control. Now you're saying, this is when and you will notice if you're the one opening all the time, it will be so freaking challenging to open it only after lunch, only after dinner. And there's a whole lot more that would go into a system that would really work, right? Because maybe you need to hear from your kids, maybe you need to hear from all of that. So when I'm coaching people in real life about how to develop these systems that work for you in life and dating, we obviously have to consider the complexity of it all. But one, there is the training that we're telling our bodies, like, we're going to do that. We're going to check a million times. And what is the feeling, right? I'm like, what is the feeling in our chest, in our bellies when we grab the phone, when we go check if anybody sent us a message? What is it? Did that person send us a message? Did they reply? What is the feeling that we don't want to feel? And we're like, oh, you know what? I just go, oh, you know what? Let me just, don't want to feel this thing. Let me just numb it with something else. What is the feeling for you? Is it sadness? Is it fear? Hopelessness? What is the feeling that knocks at your door? And you're like, you know what? I'm not home. Let me check the phone. I'm not home. We keep telling ourselves, right? Like we keep checking out. The problem is not that we're trying to check in, it's that we're checking out. You know, if you imagine a little kid, I don't know if you have kids or not, but if you imagine yourself, like your 4-year-old self, your 6-year-old self, walking up to you and saying, hey, I'm bored, I'm tired, I'm alone, I'm disconnected, I'm unseen. And instead of stopping what you're doing and say, okay, tell me more. Yeah, when did you feel that? What happened? Do you want to sit here? Do you want to talk? Do you want to tell me more? I'd love to hear more. Thank you for telling me that. No, we'd go to our phones. Oh, I wonder if somebody texted me on WhatsApp. And see, yeah. Oh, damn it, nobody texted me. So now we get distracted with some other problem. You know, oh, it's the person, they didn't text, they didn't say, oh, dating apps, they really freaking suck. We create this whole drama, upset, so that we don't feel the thing that we're feeling in the first place. It's like, oh, and then we're like, okay, the other person abandoned me, they ghosted me, they did the other things, but maybe you did that first. Is that possible? That maybe you abandoned yourself first when you even went check the phone. So I'm sharing this because it's not that the text, the lack of the text, the long duration of the text created the abandonment. It just exposed the thing that you were feeling in the first place, that you were covering up with phone and messages and Instagram and WhatsApp and what and being busy. And now that person isn't, you're kind of counting on that strategy of the person that always messages, or the matches that are always there, or the hi or hellos that you don't even care about. You're counting on that strategy to mask up the feeling of abandonment. And then it rubs off really, really deep on your face. And it's like, now what do I do? And then we get a little bit more caught up in the drama and the feeling. I know if we're here, if we're in this community, then of course we have been looking at some of our pain. We're here right now, Eloy, in this conversation because I want to be able to hold that feeling of abandonment, because I want to understand it better, right? So I acknowledge you for being here. And when I'm rough and straight with a conversation, I don't mean to disregard the pain of it. I don't mean to disregard the work that you have and are doing when it comes to it, when it comes to tending to that child within, to the parts of you that are asking to be seen, that are asking for connection, that are asking for companionship. It is just a noticing that a lot of us, and this is why dating can feel so pissing off, because a lot of us are using it as a band-aid for a pain that we have. And of course, hello, like, do I have to wait to be healed then to go dating? Do I have to wait to be fully and completely enlightened to go into a relationship? Of course not. Of course, you have to step into those places to even notice what's going on. Because maybe you will feel more of that feeling that you can ignore when it's not so painful, or maybe when it's just between you, you don't notice it, but that person mirroring the behavior that you are demonstrating with yourself, that becomes really hard to ignore because the pain is amplified, and the pain is just with this person, with that person, with the ex, with the new person, with the person that you met just a few days ago. Is this resonating? I want to close off in a couple of minutes, but I want to know, is this landing for you? Is this helpful? Or do you still have a question that you want to walk away from here having opened a little bit more? When the text doesn't come, when it doesn't come in the speed that we would want it to come, what is the story that we attach to it? Hello, Swiss. I feel like we have created a little crowd here. If you guys are here for the first time, we have like a few recurring joiners like Elena, Jeremy, Christine, Swiss, and it's always so joyful to see your faces over and over. And maybe you have been here, just haven't been commenting, so I don't remember the names. Please, it's always such a crowd to even interact between each other while you're here. When that text doesn't come, what is the story that you add to it? What does it mean about you? What does it mean about what you can have in relationship? What does it mean about the people that you can attract and create with? So I really invite us to pause a little more, like to just take a moment to consider, what are all the things that we're adding to the reality? What are all the things that life happens and we stack up meaning, and we stack up not being seen, and we stack up, we go for experiences that will give us more of what we didn't address in the first place. And just the pausing and doing all the things that we know how to do to regulate. Maybe you have a big toolkit of regulation tools. Maybe you just know how to come back to the breath. And sigh and make a sound. And exhale longer. Maybe that is what you know, and that is what you do when that happens. Maybe you know to touch your belly, to touch your chest. Maybe you know to talk to yourself out loud, gently and kindly. Hey, sweetheart. This feels hard. This feels rushing. This feels stressful. I see you. I'm with you. I'm not going anywhere. Just that little pause could really save us so much suffering. Yeah. So, what a blessing sometimes that the text doesn't come, or it doesn't come as fast as we'd like. What a blessing, because it pushes us just over the edge of pain so that we look, so that we then stop, so that we say, okay, fine. I just can't go on. I just can't keep pushing. Like I'm hurting. And then we look to that child, tell me more. You write. So many exercises, so many tools. There are lots of things that I still want to publish to you guys on free tracks to add to these moments. So I'm going to leave us here for today. There's so many coming things, really exciting things in the next few days. And on Valentine's Day, I'm just about to publish it. You can see I'm on my desk today because I was full on just wrapping up the end of the invitation for Valentine's Day. We're going to do a 2-hour live interactive event. This is going to be on Zoom because we can't interact face to face here. And it's completely free. It's global. It's only for singles. And I am super excited because even though I do this work with people in 35 cities in the world, we always do it locally so that you're really meeting people that you can stay long-term connected with. This time, we're going to do it globally just to bring everybody that is feeling possibility on Valentine's Day, right? Like we can lean into the loneliness, we can lean and transform into the longing and be curious about what am I calling in? So we're going to be doing that on Valentine's Day, and I'm so excited. I haven't even launched it yet. You're the first people that are even hearing about this. And tomorrow we will be talking about dating anxiety again and about stop rushing intimacy. Okay, so I'm sure I can get a lot of pushback on this one because I'm not exactly saying don't go to bed with somebody on the first date or anything like that. There is no formula, but we're going to talk about what does it look like to honor your body? What does it look like to honor yourself and your timing and the wholeness of you so that you can stay centered in dating? All right. Lots of love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the contributions. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the words. Thank you for your presence above anything else, for your willingness to transform your life and the lives of everybody that you touch, because that's what you do when you're selfishly tending to your inner person. I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Bye. 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 Okay, somebody was knocking on my door. Let's go find out what that was about. Was it you?